while, 2 weeks actually, since my last video. I think the demands that I have has delayed this particular video. I'm responding to a picture I saw on Vanguard, actually an article I saw on the Vanguard newspaper in Nigeria just today. I saw some medical doctors, Uganda medical doctors, led by one Samuel Oledo, and the chairman of the Uganda Medical Association, kneeling before Museveni, begging him to run for the 7th term. We all know that Museveni, Yoweri Museveni, the Ugandan president, is 78 years old, and he has been in power since 1986. So which means that most Ugandan youths have known no other president but Museveni. And here we see medical doctors, people who are supposed to be a light to their society, on their knees, unashamedly on their knees, begging him to run for the 7th term. And let's not forget that Museveni still has 4 years till this particular term expires. My own take on this is that I'll say that it is shameful to see that those who are supposed to show our people the way to go are in most cases the ones who even complicate matters most because of their personal interest. But I'm very happy that the Uganda Medical Association has risen up to officially denounce Samuel Oledo and those medical doctors who went on that evil mission, because they said that it was against their ethical, their conduct of ethics for them to descend to such low levels, because I would say that it was a descension to very, very low levels. Part of the reasons why African nations are not moving forward is because even amongst ourselves as citizens in the different African countries, we have saboteurs, people who are given to praise singing so as to facilitate their own personal selfish interest to the detriment of the collective good of the people and the progress of the nation. And these are the people who continue to put a clog in the wheel of progress of their nations. And I would say that the way forward for the Uganda Medical Association is for them to call a national congress and basically get a new leader. We can see, for example, in Europe, someone like Angela Merkel. During Angela Merkel's time, we see Germany enjoy a remarkable growth in their economy, and Germany enjoyed great progress. But I never saw any German going to kneel before Angela Merkel to plead with her to continue after the 3rd term that she had. She was there for about 12 years or so, and during that period, she even on her own decided to leave office. I think African leaders need to learn from this, because we see it's like a cancer. We see, for example, Gabon is the same problem, Equatorial Guinea is the same problem, Uganda is the same problem. People who have come to see the leadership of their country as their own birthright and trying to bequeath it even to their own children. The same problem is in Cameroon. So for Oledo to have descended to such a low level, it is very, very shameful. And I expect that those who are so-called educated and exposed should be able to toe the line of honor and also educate those around them, pointing them towards things that can bring responsibility and accountability in leadership, and also the possibility to also grow new leaders. Because how can, right now, if for example, Yoweri Museveni at this particular moment dies, or maybe the leader in Cameroon, Paul Biya, there's going to be confusion because they have not been able to set a standard of grooming others for leadership in their countries. So I think we as Africans in our different nations need to wake up. We need to really embrace democracy. We need to embrace accountability in our we need to hold our leaders accountable. We need also to ensure that there is no one who is in office beyond what the constitution of the country has stated. And also the people also should be also ready to rise up to counteract any attempt for any leader to change the constitution of any country to allow himself or herself stay in power beyond the stipulated time. We saw in Nigeria during the Obasanjo time when he tried to manipulate the lawmakers so that he could run for a third term in office. But I'm very happy. One thing I know that as much as there's confusion in the leadership, the political class of Nigeria, Nigerians, one thing I love about Nigerians is that they have collectively, unitedly stood to ensure that none of this group of people have been able to perpetrate themselves in office beyond the constitutionally stipulated period of two terms. And this is what we are not seeing in Cameroon, in Equatorial Guinea, in Gabon, in Uganda. You imagine a 78-year-old man who is supposed to be at home, being the father of the nation. Someone like the late Kenneth Kaunda, who became a father to the nation. That is the position a person like Yoweri Museveni should be in right now, not trying to begin to perpetrate himself in office. And to the doctors who went to such low level to kneel down and say they were pleading for Museveni to run for the next term, I would say it is a pity. It's a pity because you are not thinking about the future of your nation. So I think we all as Africans, there's something we all need to learn from this. We should see beyond our own selfish interest and look at the collective interest of our nation as well as the progress of our nation. Because the reason why Africa is not moving forward is because there are too many praise singers, people who are ready to do anything for their own selfish interest. So my people, we need to change. There need to be a shift in the present dynamics of this praise singing game. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And remember, Africa can only move forward. Remember, Africa can only move forward if we as Africans stand up to hold our leaders accountable and demand an adherence to the constitutional terms to which they have sworn oath to. I pray that God bless you, and I pray that God will bless the African continent and also move our nations forward. May God bless you. See you in my next video.